like a boss.
All right, ladies. So we have an email coaching session we're gonna be doing today. So let's begin this, and let's hope I don't get disappointed. And so I haven't read this yet. I like to keep it on read, especially when the way that she did this is that she paid. I gave her a discount so that she could let me record it live and put it out there. And for those who don't know, I'm going to Europe. So for a seminar in 2 weeks. So if you let me go to the link below to check on the dates if I'm gonna be going to your city. So anyways, so she says over 800 words. Send me your Cash App. I'll send extra. Oh Lord, we got a fucking book, people. We got a book right here. You'll love the story. We'll see. Hey Alex, man, it took me a while to do this, but I have to figure this one out. I have to flip the script. Alright, I mean, okay. Been watching your videos for a while and I cannot believe how needy I acted. Sad face. Alright, I mean, okay. So I met this guy on Bumble. Look at you. And I had a few brief conversations with him, but we exchanged numbers. Okay? One morning, he randomly hit me up. Let me record this in audio just in case it doesn't get posted. It's happened before. One morning, he randomly hit me up. He randomly HMU via FaceTime. We talked, man. I was telling him a story about how some guy cut me off, and he was like, I would have pulled up on him. What the fuck? Cut me off. Oh, cut me off. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? Why you gotta anger? Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, this is some red flags, man. Fuck. Man. He hung up on me and texted me immediately like I don't have anger issues. I'm sorry, man. It's funny. We texted a few times, but he will always take forever to respond. But he would say things like he wanted to be with me and he wanted to get me pregnant. That's the first one, I can tell you that. That's the first one. I never heard that. That's bold. That is bold as fuck. But whatever. I wouldn't trust that motherfucker. Oh hell no, I wouldn't trust that nigga. All right. I finally was like, no, I want to see him. So I invited him over and enticed him with sex. Dumb. No, she said, like, she put quotations. Dumb. He literally texted me, can we conceive today? Whoa, dude. Whoa. What the fuck? This is crazy, man. I'm like, conceive, you trying to trap me, nigga? Shit. He was like, it's not a trap. If I tell you, this is crazy. He talked the whole time he was driving over. There's lots of witty banter, hanging out for a few hours once he arrived. Then he asked me if I wanted to come with him to pick up his daughter. Oh, this motherfucker wants more kids? Yo. I said, okay. But honestly, I had something to do. My other guy's birthday. Oh, okay. So I just made up an excuse. Before he left, he was like, turn on your location. I'm sure your ex asked. What the fuck? I'm like, nah, I don't date men like that. And by the way, don't fucking ignore my text. Look, man, you don't tell people to ignore your text. You just ignore them. That's why if he's ignoring your text, if he's taking a long time to text you back, just take double the time to text him back. It's that simple. You don't complain. You just do. He honestly, the energy, he said he wouldn't. Honestly, the energy between us was crazy. Okay. So I imagine he stopped doing that, right? I texted him after he left later that night, like, I love you. I love how you kiss. No response. But I didn't trip. I bet you're laughing as you write it because you know how I'm going to react. He literally responded 3 days later like, hopefully. Oh my God, Santísimo. Jesus Christ, save us, man. This is fucking crazy, man. This is... I don't know what to say about this, man. It's not... Whatever, man. I'm pissed. Like, is he serious? What the fuck? So I left him alone for a few days. Good for you. Father's Day was that weekend. You see, you... Look. I'm gonna name this how to deal with a difficult guy. But look, when you ghost a guy and it's Father's Day, you gotta let him go through Father's Day without you hitting him up. If you're gonna ghost him, you gotta let him do the first initiation of the contact. God, I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying. I texted him literally nothing. So you texted him Happy Father's Day, nothing. I woke up in the middle of the night and went off politely, nigga, politely my ass on him. I was like, how the fuck you gonna take so long to text when you saying you want to be in my life and have a family, yet you can't even be inconsiderate? You know this. She said this. You know this nigga texted me back immediately saying he was with his dad in NC. I was like, I don't give a fuck. You owe me. He said he will make it up. Okay, all right. I don't know. All right, next chapter of this book. Now, the next morning, he texted me like he called out of work because he was tired, but he wanted to see me. I was like, if you want to see me, come see me on my lunch break. He did, and I ended up sexting with him in my back seat. Oh, okay. But he did something nice. We switched cars because he said he wanted to detail mine. My car is nicer, by the way. All right. Okay, cool. It was a sweet gesture. Everything was great until I got off. I left him. Now I stopped by the mall to help a friend find an outfit to... Okay. You're going off the subject. You're talking about your friend in the mall. We talked a few times. And then when I left, I couldn't get into contact with him for 4 hours. I even went out to dinner with him. I texted him several times, called, but I started to get pissed. I then was like, let me go through the car. By the way, my friend was still with me. And I found a baby shower invitation to his shower with another woman. Yeah, this dude is fucking vicious, man. I am like, wow, what an idiot. Finally, I told him, I called the police. Reluctantly, he texted me back 10 minutes later, wanting to meet me somewhere else. I'm pissed, but trying to remain calm. All right. Then, I finally get to him after several ploys to figure out if I actually had the police following me. Girl, why the fuck are you still talking to this thing, man? Oh, man. He is standing in the middle of the street like a crazy person, demeanor completely changed. But he was cursing me out the entire time. I just remained calm. We got out the car. He creepily says, hi, friend, to my friend. And I just hurry along to switch cars to get away. As I'm driving, Jesus Christ, this is getting pretty intense. As I'm driving, I'm getting back from him. I'm getting texts from him telling me issues with my vehicle. And finally, after a few texts, he said, I know you have a baby on the way. He said, is that your way of telling me congratulations? The nerve. I said, if you want to perceive it that way, this nigga literally goes on around about how I am looking. He's even talking to me after he acted that night. Then he said, have a good night. Look, girl, he's the one with the 2 motherfucking kids. Or whatever. Oh my God, this girl's gonna pay me fucking 10 times the price. This is a fucking book, man. This is a fucking book. 1 second. As I'm driving, okay. I'm lucky. Okay. The next day I texted him. Why are you texting him, dude? Why? Next day I texted him about my transport. What the fuck, man? Honestly, this is ridiculous. You're texting him, man. As the next day I'm turning to the camera. Next day I texted him about my transporter which I specifically told him his stupid ass not to take out my car. This motherfucker has... You're changing your tone right now. Calm your goddamn tone. This motherfucker has the audacity to tell me that he was trying to help me off. I'm questioning him like, please stop. Also, he called my friend because she tried to call him the night before. He's like, this is Mark. She hangs up, he calls back, and then she blocks him. I told him not to bother my friends, and then he proceeds to go into a rage, calls me and screams, texting me, and then sends like 15 texts to stop texting him. He's nuts. Yeah, I know. I swear to God, if you tell me at the end of this message how to get him back, I am throwing this phone out the window. And the next day, I was like, let me fuck with him. So, okay, so now you're the one playing these games. Okay, So I see, people, you can't be fucking with a guy who has anger issues, man. What are you doing? You get really dangerous when you mess with people like that, man. Sent him a video of me, you know, playing with myself to see how mad he was. Oh God, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. He's like, stop it. Exactly, stop. You can't be doing. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious, dude? Let what happened go. He's like, no, nobody goes through my stuff. Nobody goes into a rage, calls me, I don't answer, so I'm pissed because he stopped. Look, you gotta stop talking to him, man. Honestly, like that's my advice for you, Bob. Let's see. So I don't know what came over me. The psychotic demon. I texted him to apologize, no response. Then I called him like 15 times. He finally calls back, but it's a FaceTime, and he screams, nothing you're doing is making me want to talk to you, and hangs up. I'm like, what the fuck? That guy just let go. 2 days later, he sends me a text like, motherfucker, you have 24 hours to return my shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on about? So I texted him hours later. I'm like, what the fuck he talking about? He's like, blah 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 blah. You stole my stuff, or you friend. He's like, did I take anything out your car? I'm like, yeah, my transport. He's like, oh, you got jokes. Then he stopped texting me. The next day, I texted him, did you find your shit? He immediately starts going off like, oh, I think you're funny, huh? I'm like, what stuff are you missing? He's like, the fuck, 3 pairs of Jordans go missing. I'm like, Jordans? I don't even like dudes who wear Jordans. Stop trying to finesse me, finesse king. Not going to happen. He's like, oh, I'm about to stop texting. He's gone goes for weeks and nothing. I say get him to respond. I said fuck this. So my cousin calls. He was like, I really like Krista. I was so passionate about her that he hasn't felt that way about a girl in a while, and he really wanted to do something nice for me, and nobody else has ever made him feel like that. I'm like, no, she's like doing that. Like, dude, this is a fucking book. He never acted like he felt this way. He's gaslighting. He said he's not going to call, text through, but tell her I said hi. This nigga had the nerve to say that he was analyzing me and the way I handle stress. He can't deal with me. I'm like, hold on. I was the calm one. He was nuts. He even texted me 20 minutes phone convo after the phone convo with a handshaking emoji. I'm like, hold on. But he's ignoring me. Anyways, how do I get him to contact me? Oh, nah, we ain't doing that. We don't follow, nah, we ain't doing that. But I gotta flip the screen. Nah, we ain't doing that shit, man. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. No way. Absolutely no way. No way, no how. We are not doing this. This is over, man. You're not getting, put this down here. You're not getting, is it good? Yeah, you're not getting this advice from me. You're not getting this advice. This is how you deal, this is how you end up in domestic violence. Move on from this girl. Move on from this shit. What the fuck, man? You can't be doing this shit, man. Nah, you're good. And I'm gonna send you an invoice for this, man. It may have to be double, man. This is like a book that you just sent me. But hey, man, it is what it is. I'll send you my Venmo. It's Delexis, PEDALEXISPE. All right, I think so. Right, I can put that out here because you know anybody can Venmo me if they want. What's the Venmo? No, my fault. This is the Venmo. You guys can see it right there, right? There you go. All right, people. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what else you guys want me to make next.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. You know, it's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the we go into the 3 phases of every relationship. They all go in these 3 phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other, and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that, specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your nonverbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post-honeymoon period, and again is a short list of videos, because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's gonna become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and if you and all you gotta do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos, stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.